Hello everyone and welcome to this week's reviews. This week sees the release of one of the most anticipated blockbusters of the year, the latest addition to Disney and Lucasfilm's ever-growing Star Wars saga. Taking place directly before Episode 4, A New Hope, this focuses on the rebels who banded together to steal the plans for the Death Star. Here is Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have? What chance do we have? The question is, what choice? Run, hide, plead for mercy, scatter your forces. You give way to an enemy this evil with this much power, and you condemn the galaxy to an eternity of submission. The time to fight is now!
The first thing one notices when watching Rogue One is how much Gareth Edwards has captured the look and setting of the first Star Wars film. It successfully transports us back in time to that period, but the film also showcases other worlds and characters. The various planets are wonderfully designed and give it a sense of actually being there among the rebels. I also liked the different points of view we experience here. It's refreshing to step away from the Skywalker family and see the events through the eyes of the other nameless rebels. The script does a good job of showing that even our heroes have moral complexities and are not necessarily 100% goody two-shoes, even as they fight to defeat the evil empire. I really like the camaraderie between Felicity Jones' Jyn Erso and Diego Luna's Cassian Andor, and how they both start off with different goals, but we see how both these characters change as the circumstances shift through the course of the story. Edwards really keeps the tensions up, especially as we jump between the rebels and what the Empire is up to. Gareth Edwards also gives Rogue One a real war movie feeling, and he handles the action sequences expertly. The entire finale is so beautifully directed, with all the production elements coming together fantastically. The only real major issue I have with Rogue One is while Jyn, Cassian, and their sarcastic robot companion, K2SO, are compelling characters, the other members of Rogue One feel like tag-alongs, and I wasn't quite as involved in their little side stories. I guess that's why the Star Wars films like to stick with three central heroes. Nonetheless, I found this an exciting and worthy chapter in the Star Wars saga. Next up is a special earlier review of the true story of the NASA mathematicians and engineers who helped launch the late John Glenn into space. This is Hidden Figures.
Does she handle analytic geometry?
Absolutely. And she speaks. Yes, sir, I do.
Which one?
Both. Geometry and speaking.
Ruth, give me the... You think you can find me the Frenet frame for this data? Using the Graham-Schmidt...
Orthogonalization algorithm? Yes, sir. I prefer it over Euclidean coordinates.
Hidden Figures is a sort of biopic that definitely goes for the crowd-pleasing approach with the big speeches and big inspirational moments. This is the sort of film that could come across as corny, but director-co-writer Theodore Melfi does a decent job of making it work. Part of the credit definitely goes to the actors, who all give strong performances. Taraji B. Henson gives a very good emotional performance as Katherine Johnson, and we really get a sense of the struggles she went through during this period, where despite her intellect and working on an important project that would launch a man into space, she was still discriminated against due to her race. Octavia Spencer is also great as Dorothy Vaughan, but my personal favorite of the main trio was Janelle Monáe as Mary Jackson. Between this film and Moonlight, she has truly proven herself a promising actress, and I look forward to whatever future screen roles she takes on. Kevin Costner is also terrific as the head of the Space Task Group, and uses his usual stoic style of acting to his advantage when playing this character who's actually an amalgamation of a couple of real people. I liked how the film explored the mathematics and calculations and the frequent pressure that went with trying to keep up with the changing algorithms and measurements. They did a decent job of explaining it and understanding that not everyone in the audience is a rocket scientist. And the film certainly has its tense moments as we await the results of the test rockets. Admittedly, Hidden Figures does run a tad too long, and we did not really need all those scenes revolving around Catherine's second marriage. However, this serves as a decent reminder of the important African-American women behind the scenes in NASA during the 1960s and their accomplishments in helping put a man in space. Thanks for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.